Watching Shohei Ohtani in the All-Star game tonight made me think about where he'll be in a couple of years. With Ohtani being a free agent in about a year and a half, I and many others believe that it's time to trade Shohei. The package that the Angels could potentially get might be able to turn the franchise around. If the Angels were to keep Ohtani, they could potentially be giving half of their payroll to just 3 players. Mike Trout, Anthony Rendon, and Shohei Ohtani could potentially take up 50% of the Angels' payroll before they hit the luxury tax. Rendon won't even be playing the rest of the 2022 season, and he's hardly played for the Angels since 2021. The return that the Angels could get from Ohtani will be one of the biggest hauls in trade history. There are only 2 candidates in my mind that are willing to give up their souls for the most talented player of all time. The number 1 team that I could see landing Shohei Ohtani is the Seattle Mariners. Right now, they are one of the most exciting teams in baseball, and they are coming off of a 14-game winning streak going into the All-Star break. This could be the move the Mariners have been looking for, and it could potentially lead them to winning their first ever World Series. The package that could be sent over to the Angels could be Jarred Kelenic, Kyle Lewis, Matt Brash, and Logan Gilbert. This would set up the Angels to have a very good outfield with Mike Trout's injuries, as well as some pitching depth in the majors as well as the minors. They will also be getting a former top 100 prospect in Jarred Kelenic. This may be a low offer from the Mariners, but if they have to give up any more, I don't think they will ever accept this trade. The only other candidate for Ohtani, in my opinion, is the Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays would have to give up Gabriel Moreno, Orelvis Martinez, Jordan Groshans, Ricky Tiedemann, and Cavan Biggio, as well as Nate Pearson. This trade would immediately boost the Angels' farm system to the top 10, and this trade would not hurt the Toronto Blue Jays at the major league level. This is still a tough trigger to pull for the Jays because the trade would completely deplete their farm system and put them in a hole later down the road. But this trade could give them the boost that they need to make the playoffs and go for a run at the World Series. For the Angels, this would give them a top catching prospect with Moreno, 2 top middle infield prospects in Martinez and Groshans, and Tiedemann and Pearson are great upside arms who could figure in the starting rotation before long. Are any of these moves realistic? It's not likely. Any move will upset Angels fans, and I think that the Angels just ride out the last years of Ohtani's contract and let him walk in free agency. The Angels will miss out on making one of the largest trades of all time, but it may be in their interest to keep Ohtani for the fans and the memories that he made in Los Angeles.